Hey, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to vlogging. Yeah, Amazon Prime Day happened. I treated myself to a new laptop. It's not quite arrived yet, but it should in the process of this vlog, which means in theory, I can edit on something that is not my phone, hence why you have not been getting vlogs. I've told you this before, I think. Yeah. So I thought, why not celebrate with a vlog? And it's just the timing is just quite right because the parcel arrived. Yeah, so the theme of this vlog is reading the books I buy, or specifically the book I buy. It's currently Thursday evening. This is hopefully just going to be a wee short weekend vlog, get me back into the vlogging spirit. So one book, plenty, right? Also, I really need to justify this purchase. So a few weeks ago, actually, maybe 2 weeks ago, yeah, I decided to treat myself for making, because I made a really good, healthy decision. My TBR has been getting out of control, so I decided I'm not going to renew my Mr. Beast subscription. My Fairy Loot, my last box came in about 6 months ago. We're finished with Fairy Loot. For the time being, we're not finished with them as a company, but I'm not getting the subscription anymore. And I've cancelled my Illumicrate. I think I've had my last box, although I've a funny sneaking suspicion I might still get July's box. We'll see. That's going to be a complete surprise if that turns up or not. So how did I celebrate this cutting off of all of my subscriptions? Because yeah, my TBR has almost 200 books on it. My physical TBR, we're not even thinking about what's sitting on my Kindle. And yeah, to celebrate, because we celebrate healthy decisions in this household, I bought another book. This is one of the blind dates with a book. It was actually, again, another reason for not going on TikTok as much is I was browsing through TikTok. And did you know that TikTok has shop? You can buy things via TikTok. I bought a blind date with a book from TikTok. I have no self-control. I need all the help I can get. That's just where we're at. But the only way we can justify this and celebrate being back in the vlog is we're going to open this together, or I'm going to open it and you're going to watch me open it, figure out what it is. It's a romance, that's all I know. That's literally all I know. And we're going to start reading it. I don't have anything planned for today. This is, I think, the first night this week where I've not had like specific plans. I've been doing sort of like a little meal prep and I've had my dancing and things, and I'm going out for a walk tomorrow after work. So yeah, we're going to sit, we're going to read a little bit of this tonight, and then we're going to read some more over the weekend. And hopefully I'm going to check in with you guys. Assuming I've not already read this book. If I have already read this book, then I will take you with me upstairs and we will pick a book from my shelves. Yes, we've got this. Should I just open it? Yeah. So it's really cute. It comes packaged with like little stickers. I'd be really careful not to show you my address. But the outside packaging had flamingos on it, so that's really, really cute. If I can remember and if I can find, I will link the seller down below. If I can figure that out. But let's just do this. So it should come with tea or coffee. I can't remember if I specifically picked one. It's really well packaged. Oh, it's further well packaged. Oh, it comes with tea. Ooh. So this is what it looks like now. Okay. Like, again, really, really cute. Maybe a bit too much packaging. The additional might... I don't know. So, it comes with, I'm guessing a highlighter? Yeah. Ooh, it has like the pointy bit. Nice blue highlighter. Which is nice because I have been sort of like underlining and tabbing a little bit more than I used to. Um, it literally just came off, but there's like a cute little wax seal. And the ribbon. Present for Maisie. She will enjoy this. We've got some slightly crushed Biscoff biscuits. This was delivered by Every, who used to be Hermes, so, you know, I'm not going to complain about the fact that I actually got my biscuits, even if they're a little crushed. We have a... Ooh. Are we trying to tell me something here? Decaf tea. I have no idea if I'll actually drink this. The plan was I was going to, like, make the drink I got with this and have it, but... I mean... Yeah, we will make this. We'll try it. I've only had like 6 cups of tea so far today, and it's like 4:45. So, you know, maybe switching to decaf is a good idea. This is the season of healthy choices. So she keeps saying and repeating. And oh, that's really cute. We got another bookmark, and it's from Smelly Llamas Co. This is who I bought my book from. This is the company. But on the back of it, it has like a reading list, so you can give it 5 stars or not. So that's really cute. And oh gosh, this keeps coming with goodies. How much did they pack in here? Let's see, let's see. So we got some more tabs. Never a bad thing. Definitely using these more frequently. And a bunch of stickers. It's very shiny. I'm not going to open these right now because I will lose them and they'll go everywhere. But that's cute! Oh, and the back is stamped with from the library of Smelly Llamas. Also, how cute is that name? Like, how awesome. The company, the library of Smelly Llamas. But give it a little turn, so let's just do it, shall we? What are we getting? What have we got? Ooh. Oh, fabulous! I've been meaning to pick this one up. We got The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. I've not read any Christina Lauren, but she's one of those authors that I keep meaning to read. I keep meaning to pick something up. In my head, she's kind of on... I kind of place her in like the same category as Emily Henry and Abby Jimenez. And maybe even Ali Hazelwood. So, that's cool. That is good. So far, so positive. Yeah. I'm gonna go make a cup of tea and I'll sit down. I'll give this a read and I will check in with you guys later tonight once I've read at least a couple of chapters. I will report back on what the Tetley decaf tastes like. I am super excited about this. Might switch to hot chocolate after it. And yeah. And we'll get back into the swing of this vlogging thing. Also, I apologise for my hair. I can't get it under control. I've given up all day. This wispy bit here has just been... We're dealing with it. I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, so I have made it to page 119, A Way to Start chapter 7. And I have thoughts. For the most part, I'm enjoying this. It's not going to be a 5-star read. Yeah. When I last hit stop, I then went and actually read the blurb and figured out what this book is about. So we are following Olive and Ethan. They are our main couple. It's told solely first person POV from Olive's perspective. Basically, growing up historically, Olive and her twin sister have always had luck. Her twin sister Amy, that's the whole thing, she has had very, very good luck. If you want to look at it that way, Olive certainly does. I'm kind of viewing it as slightly different, but Olive has had consistently bad luck. Right up until the moment of Amy's wedding. The wedding itself goes fine without a hitch, but we're at the wedding, the dinner, or we've just finished the dinner, and basically everybody is violently ill with food poisoning. Olive, fine due to an allergy, and Ethan, fine due to an aversion to buffets. This means that the honeymoon, which Amy had won as part of like a prize draw or something, it's kind of just sitting there. So Olive and Ethan end up going on the honeymoon instead. Yeah, that is it in a nutshell. Once they get there, they kind of bump into a couple of people, which means that they have to pretend that they are the married couple. So, from the blurb, we are getting enemies to lovers, because Olive and Ethan don't get along. So we're getting enemies to lovers, we're getting forced proximity, and we're getting fake dating. Tick, tick, tick. All tropes I love, especially in romance. And you can see I have started tabbing, using the tabs that we got with the book. And I'm kind of playing trope plot device bingo with myself. Every time I have tabbed, it has been because something has happened in the plot, or, oh, there's that trope. We've got miscommunication. I'm not gonna lie, it's starting to feel a bit like I don't know, determined to miscommunicate and misunderstand one another. Oh gosh, what else have we got? Not quite Grumpy Sunshine, although it feels like we're trying a little bit. But yeah, so much. This, yeah, you know how I just started with like, I have all of the thoughts. I don't want to be like a Debbie Downer on this, because I am enjoying it, but after getting really excited about like seeing all my favourite tropes on the back, and I've heard so many good things about Christina Lauren, I don't know, she's not going to be a favourite author. Or at the very least, this book is not going to be a new favourite. I will say, like, from what I've read so far, I do want to read more, and this has, you know, it could totally turn around. Right now it's probably sitting at like a 3.5 star. I really doubt, like, she'd have to pull some pretty awesome writing to make it a 5 star, but it could boost up, it could become a 4, you know, it has potential, just not right now. And I think the biggest thing I'm having at that right now is, so one of my favorite things about enemies to lovers is the snarking and the banter and the sparks that fly and the chemistry. You're almost guaranteed, well written enemies to lovers, you are guaranteed really good chemistry, and I'm just not feeling it with these guys. it's not here. It's not. Yeah. Probably not helping. It would benefit from having Ethan's POV. I kind of really want to know what he's thinking so that what we're getting from Olive would make a bit more sense, I think. We've definitely got an unreliable narrator here. But that said, I will continue. Not right now because it's 10 o'clock and I want to go to bed. Because, Thursday, still gotta go to work tomorrow. But I will definitely continue. I mean, like I say, almost 120 pages into it in one night. It is a really quick, easy read. It's definitely, this is a holiday read. I think it's set over, it's set in January, so I think it's supposed to be like a winter holiday read. But yeah, this is a proper, like, if you've got a week off and you want to just sit and read some, no thoughts, brain off books, this ticks the box. At the moment, if I'm going to liken it to sort of like another contemporary romance author, it's probably closer to Ali Hazelwood than, say, like Emily Henry or Abby Jimenez. I mentioned those two because they're the ones I see on my shelf right now. That said, I think Ali Hazelwood gets the chemistry a bit better. However, caveats. I've only ever read 120 pages of Christina Lauren, so gonna hold reservations till at the very least the end of the book and, maybe read something else. I do have the Soulmate Equation on my shelves upstairs, so we've got a lot of potential here. But yeah, anyway, starting to ramble a bit, so I will catch up with you guys probably tomorrow evening when, in theory, I write a little bit more. Can I have my book? Can I have my book? Mm-hmm. You're comfy on the book. And she's so comfy. Mm-hmm. Can I have this? That's the tabs. Can I have this? Please? Thank you. You can get comfy again. I'm gonna go read. I think it's time for another quick little update. I'm now 219 pages in. Still enjoying it. It's still sitting at that sort of like 3.5. I am curious. I know I said previously like I'd be curious to read more of her work. I'm definitely curious to read more to see how it unfolds if it's not an enemies to lovers. I'm wondering if maybe they're kind of, because Christina Lauren are a writing duo, and I'm wondering if maybe they are struggling a little bit, like writing that witty, not even witty, but writing that sparks flying at daggers at each other tension is not maybe their comfort zone. Because we're now at that point where our main characters are moving away from the enemies and into the maybe we've been misunderstanding each other. I think we've got Olive is starting to twig that, maybe things aren't quite what they seem. Maybe she's got the wrong end of the stick, maybe he's not as bad a guy as she thinks he is. Maybe he's actually quite charming. And Ethan is starting to realize that she's misunderstanding something here. Like, we've definitely gotten off on the wrong foot. And yeah, she has misinterpreted a number of our interactions up until now. So now that our characters are finally getting into that phase where they're starting to understand, What is an understand? What was that? I'm sorry, I don't know what that was. But they're starting to understand each other a little bit more. They're starting to have a bit more patience with each other. There's smidgens of communication happening. Not a huge amount yet. Come on, guys. But it's slowly starting to happen. And the chemistry, as a result, is slowly starting to appear. Now, I'm not saying it's completely there, but it's starting to make a bit more sense. And these characters are starting to make a bit more sense together. And wow, I just realised how much the windows are massively reflecting on my glasses there. Sorry, distracted there. But yeah, slowly starting to improve. So I want to read more from this duo from a not an enemies to lovers. I want, I want a meet cute. I want them to write a meet cute. I think they had a short story that was part of the Amazon Meet Cute collection. I might try that. I might see if I can find that. Maybe I finish this and then end the vlog with reading that meet cute. That could work. That could work. But yeah, super briefish for me. Update. Enjoying it still about that probably 3.5. I think it's like a solid 3.5. Continuing to enjoy tabbing and underlining and annotating. Who is this? Who am I? Writing in a book. But I'm kind of enjoying. I think it's actually helping. It's enhancing my reading experience of this. Not like I have been tabbing sporadically, and every so often I'll underline books. But this is the first time I've like annotated, and I don't know what people normally write in their books, but for me it's been a whole bunch of snarky comments because, yeah, I would say like I have a lot more patience for Ethan than I do Olive as a character. It's just been a lot of like willful misunderstanding on her point. Like it's like, come on, we get it. There's another thing about it as well. It's been remarked on a few times, quite a few times now, that Olive is, although her and Amy are identical twins, Olive is slightly bigger. She is curvy. I'm very body proud of that. But almost to the point where it's been mentioned like just enough that I'm like, but are you really? I think we do have some body insecurity here. Could we actually touch on that? Because right now, like, her understanding of their relationship is, and like how this rivalry came about is basically the first time he met her, he took one look at her, compared her to her sister Amy, and saw that, she was slightly bigger because she stress eats and things. And she had a bowl of something, cheese curds, I think. But basically, like, she had a bowl of something in her hand. They put out a barbecue. And, immediately judged her for being slightly curvier and eating. It's like, very obvious from page 1 that that's not what was happening in his brain. Still don't know what was happening in his brain, but very obvious that that was not it. But that's what Olive, like, snatched onto, and has been a few remarks in her head, not from him at all since. So, yeah. Curious to see where we go with this, what happens, how that gets resolved. This went from being a brief update to a not so brief update, but still relatively brief for me, so we're going to take it as a win. And yeah, I'm going to continue reading. I'll probably check in with you guys once I actually finish it, because I just feel like once we're more than halfway through the book, we just really get into spoiler territory, and I don't do spoilers. So yeah, I'm going to read that and we'll see. So I will chat to you guys at the end of the book. I take back everything I said about, oh, they're slowly starting to, communicate a wee bit. They are both morons. They are both idiots. They are both frustrating. Like, seriously. I expected this from Olive. Sorry, one of the things about this is that they never actually call each other by their real name. It's always like a misinterpretation of their name, like she's always Olivia or, something. But seriously, guys, they will do something and then misinterpret it. And, like, how hard is it to just sit down and have a conversation about your feelings? I suspect I know exactly what the third act breakup is going to be, and yeah, it's going to be super frustrating. I'm going to power through. I can do this. Hey, so it's now Sunday. It's actually Sunday afternoon. I actually finished this last night, but I just wanted to give myself a little while to let it digest and, really like figure out how I feel about this. The third act breakup happened pretty much exactly how I anticipated, how I expected it, because, like, here's the thing, that nothing about this book is subtle, nothing about it is going to take you by surprise. I would definitely say this is a really good book for, it is a proper no thoughts brain off. You don't want to have to use, you're tired, you really don't want to have to use any brain power whatsoever. You want to be literally spoon-fed everything. This is it. This book covers that. So whilst I've not had like the most amazing time with it, it definitely has its place on my shelf. I think overall I've given it 3.5 stars. Its biggest letdown was the chemistry between the two characters. I would say, although this has been my introduction to Christina Lauren, I feel like it's probably not the best introduction to Christina Lauren. I am curious. I think I definitely want to give her another try, because I want more from her, and from them. They're a writing duo. And I think other books can potentially give me that. I have the Soulmate Equation on my shelves upstairs, which I don't know too much about. I honestly can't remember too much about, but I think it's something to do with, I think it's less fake dating, more matchmaking or something along those lines, sort of like using science to figure out compatibility. I do like that we have the STEM elements. I like a STEM in this romance. And there's a reason I like Ali Hazelwood as much as I do. But yeah, overall, like, this was fine. It was a really fun experiment. I don't think I told you guys how much it cost. So this was, I think the book itself was like £2, and then it was an additional £3 for postage. I got it off the TikTok shop, or the TikTok shopping page, and it was essentially a first time customer bargain discount, I think. So for it to have only cost like a £5 essentially, and I got the tea, which, it was decaf. I'm disappointed in myself. I could not tell the difference between Tetley and Tetley decaf. It's fine. It just means that they've got better, right? I love to proclaim that I'm such a tea snob, and it's like, no, I'll drink all the tea. It's still tea. At the end of the day, it was still tea, so it was fine. But yeah, we got this. We got the tabs, which, I was using, and I like that the tabs that they sent kind of matched like the aesthetic of the book. And the highlighter, like this is a game changer. This highlighter, this double-ended highlighter, is an absolute game changer. So yeah, and then the stickers, like the little extra addeds, I think, it was definitely worth the price, and it was a fun experiment. I would totally do this again. Not for a little while, because my main goal for the rest of the year is to chip away at my physical TBR. But I'm thinking maybe sort of like once every couple of months, I might make this like a recurring series where I just go on to, probably not TikTok, But maybe onto like Etsy or something and just like try out different either like subscriptions or blind date with books or whatever we want to call them. Um, Pick a mystery book and do a wee vlog and see how we get on. It is a fun way of discovering new authors and discovering new books. So yeah. But overall, The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren, 3.5 stars. It was fine. It was alright. Could have been better. But yeah, we'll end this here. This has been my return to vlogging because my laptop did turn up last night. I have not set it up or anything yet, but I now have like computer availability again. Not availability, computer. I have a computer again. So hopefully you'll start seeing a bit more content from me, especially more than just sit down tag videos. Once I get this up, I do plan on I'll probably wait till the end of July. It's currently the 20 something of July. I want to say it's the 21st. I don't know dates anymore. The computer tells me dates, it's fine. The work one. But yeah, at the end of July I'll probably do sort of like a recent reads wrap up where I just chat about sort of like what I've been reading for the last sort of like 3 months or so. And then after that maybe go back to sort of like semi-regular like monthly wrap-ups, or I might sort of, rather than do monthly ones, I am toying with the idea of maybe like every 4 or 5 books I read, I do a wrap up on those. So we will see. And yeah, we'll figure it out. Anywho's, this has been great. This has been a really great weekend for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye!